mentality. The Death said it, Pesci said it, this team is too good not to make land. Well, we'll see if that statement is true or not. They're going up against a PSG team who is also on the rise, Carpet.
You notice that Chiefs and Gibbs looked actually identical today? They actually have the same
suit.
clothing.
I am looking at it.
They're actually wearing the, look at that.
Glasses, here we go.
Lovely.
PSG Vitality. So the desk seems to think Vitality has this easily in the bag. And when you talk about boring gameplay, I was the one that started my season off with a rant about Cloud9 playing vanilla, not really getting credit with it. And PSG definitely falls victim to the same style where they do what it takes to get the win. And that might get you relatively far, but I don't think that's going to put you as a world-class team. A team that really will challenge those teams, those players that can adapt mid-series and figure out what it takes to find a defense, weave around it, and get the goals that they need, as opposed to just smacking it over and over again until you find a mistake or a forced hole because of just slowly whittling them down in their souls until they just can't find boost anymore.
And boost is so important. But this series, even more important, this is the final spot for the World Championship on the line.
James, you yourself, you said you're a fan of Fruity. What is it about his playstyle that you really enjoy watching?
You know, it's not even so much about playstyle as it is just about the complete package, like getting the first goal in the series. Fruity stepping up for PSG.
Perfect timing for that one. This pass from Farah was beautiful. That was as horizontal as it gets, perfectly across the pitch, putting RENAULT on the spot in the first 10 seconds. Hey, you guys got defense set up? Nope.
And Fruity, again, just, you know, the sub. He was in a position that he didn't expect to find himself in, and as Gibbs said, brought PSG kicking and screaming into the playoffs and helping them secure their spot for the next season of RLCS. And it's just, when mentality is such a huge aspect of Rocket League, I think Fruity has the mentality that you need as a player. And that shot is turned aside. But the mentality aspect of Fruity's game is something I think other players could take a page out of.
Just it.
Now the follow-up, Fruity getting denied by Ferry. Pesci hitting it downfield. Chassette takes over, going for an air dribble play, perhaps ground pinch, but Ferry knocks it off to the side.
PSG legitimately making us all eat our own words, opening up with immediately creative plays, passing to each other, looking for each other, really just weaving through this Vitality defense.
On the shot from Pesci, saved by Chassette. Chance for Scrub Killer. Chassette gets in the way again. And Gibbs said that the games where Vitality did the best, Ferry was the reason. See if Ferry can step up for Vitality here. Scrub getting challenged. Farah, the shot, that one off the post. Follow-up from Fruity, and that one goes wide. PSG with another opportunity, but they couldn't capitalize. Now Ferry, not sure how much boost he has going for the challenge. Scrub's not going to be able to get back in time, and he hits it into his own net. Farah, that shot just out of Scrub's reach.
PSG finding a comfortable lead in the first 2 minutes of this game, contradicting everyone's thoughts right now. Vitality coming in as what everyone would have suspected to be the mechanically and positionally stronger team. A little bit more consistent. Pesci 90 Ferry peak. We see what those two can do. Scrub Killer trying to break out in his debut season.
Now Fruity with the shot. Scrub being tested yet again. And just like that, the desk completely predicts Vitality, but PSG, they have certainly come out to set the record straight.
Double commit there from Vitality, and a great pass back from Chassette.
Farah going for the backward pass. Scrub clears it all the way back downfield, backboard to backboard.
I haven't seen that in a while.
And a pass down from Pesci right back to Farah. Scrub has to defend the shot. Chance for Fruity. Fruity missed the hit. Now Scrub going for the dribble. Ball popping up into the middle. Ferry gets one hit, goes off the ceiling. Wasn't able to do much after it. Fruity trying to clear it up the sideline. Scrub hits it down to Chassette, who's going to have a long clear. Ferry, center ball to Pesci. Pesci just faking out Farah. Getting a hit here, going for the bump. Backward pass to Scrub, and Fruity bumps Scrub out of the play. Scrub didn't get the shot either.
PSG on defense right now. You can see Vitality trying to chain together these shots. This drive's been going on for almost a minute at this point. But PSG's defense, they're getting up quick. They're not hesitating, closing off these angles.
And PSG's defensive rotation's on point. And I was watching Fruity stream, and he said a big reason that PSG was able to turn their season around was because of Farah. And Farah stepping up and saying, hey guys, this is how we need to play. We need to fix our rotations by doing X, Y, Z. And he said that advice that Farah gave the team was what helped them step up and start playing better. Final minute of gameplay approaching. And PSG still controlling the game. Vitality has had a lot of time on attack, but they just haven't been able to materialize a good shot. And the challenge there, 2 demos. Farah, the last player left alive. And Fruity responds in time to make the save. A pinch into the middle. Scrub has to take a wide angle around it, pass off the corner. No one's there, and Fruity gets the clear.
Nearly a shot from Chaussette. They're getting creative, trying to find the tight angles. RENAULT peppering the net with shots that I just really don't think are that threatening. They have defenders in net that they're just smacking it towards who are going to save it pretty easily. They have extended attacks, but not very threatening ones.
And Pesci over to Scrub. Scrub with the shot easily blocked by Fruity. PSG in the right place at the right time over and over again. Center ball. Pesci gets a hard clear. Farah taking over. Challenging Ferry. The ball pinches over to the other side of the field. Scrub trying to get the hit. Does get the challenge win. Going for the corner pass. Farah comes in and bails him out. The final seconds tick away. And PSG in game number 1 take it to Vitality. Scrub hits that to the ground. And Vitality, they were predicted in a sweep by the desk, but they lose game 1 here.
Did you see any drives from Vitality that you think could have really gone in?
You know,
I don't think they missed any big ones.
It seemed like they were just getting shut down by PSG, and there was a few times where they gave up possession, just easy hits for PSG to clear. You can definitely tell that the offense is not there for Vitality, and so much of the offense was Ferry and Pesci working together in the weeks that they were experiencing success. But Ferry Peak a little flat right there.
And so I think what Vitality were attempting to do for a lot of that was just, again, continue shots until either PSG made some sort of communication mistake or missed out on a corner boost because it got stolen by someone from Vitality and they were able to overpressure them and overwhelm them. That did not happen because PSG's defensive rotations, you mentioned it, James, was tight and clean. They were always there when they needed to be. There were almost no double commits. Nearly a minute in that game straight, they were playing defense either right at their goal line or a little bit up at the midfield, but they did not have control for about a minute. And they didn't break a sweat. They were fine. There was a save Fruity even made where he didn't even jump for it. He just sat there on the goal line.
And it was just like there was a lot of just really weak shots too. Lobs in towards net that were easily handled by PSG. I mean, you think about the Weedham Girls series that we saw. We saw some crazy high-speed passing plays feeding those players in the middle. We didn't see any of that really from Vitality, who got shut out. Game 2 here. Can PSG keep it going? Chaussette with the kickoff win, races to get that corner boost, but gets demoed by Scrub. Ball bouncing in. Pesci hits it up, going for a second touch. Fruity centers it. Scrub will have some space. He'll clear it downfield, but Chaussette's there. Fruity trying to center that ball. Looks like he did get the boost steal in the corner. PSG really starting to put the pressure on. Double commit from Pesci and Scrub.
Just watch how PSG forces the hand of RENAULT. One person goes up for the challenge, and they have someone right behind them, in the exact position they know the ball's being forced into, being shoveled into. And that's how they were able to keep up. Oh no, but a defensive miss. Thankfully, Fruity was there.
And Chaussette missed the read on that one. But PSG gets bailed out anyway. And the block from Farah sends it down into the middle. Scrub upfield to Ferry. Chance for him. He puts that shot on target, but a save! Chaussette keeping that out of net. That surely looked like a goal, Carpet.
And now they're somehow pushing it into offense. They have the boost for it. I cannot believe Chaussette had the read. That was a beautiful passing play. RENAULT's most threatening shot we've seen this series.
And Chaussette still kept it out of net. Absolutely wonderful defense. And the score still tied at 0 apiece. Ferry hits it back. That one a dangerous ball. Pesci did get a piece of it. Pesci again trying to clear this down the side. Fruity, the bicycle center. Farah might be able to get to it, but he's blocked by Scrub, who sends it down. Now Scrub gets that challenge. Ferry hitting it into the corner. Scrub trying to force it through. Pesci was ready to play cleanup man in the middle. We've seen so many cleanup goals from him this season. But so far, Vitality has been quiet on the offensive side. Chassette up the wall, going off the ceiling, passing it down to Fruity, and Fruity with a sensational finish.
This pass from Chassette, everyone gets tempted to go for the delayed hit. And he's like, no, never. You know what? I think it's actually more optimal for me to get it down to Fruity, the rookie on our team that has been playing out of his mind this season. Get it to him as quickly as possible. Fruity's there for it. Vitality will not answer that on defense, and they're now a goal down.
And Fruity hitting that big shot for PSG. And Chassette, after getting that absolutely incredible save, gets that pass as well. So PSG is looking in form. Now Farah getting challenged by Pesci. Chassette double tap opportunity, but Scrub missed the hit. Chassette could have gotten the double tap there.
Respect coming both ways.
Fruity quickly jumping off the wall, gets to the ball, but Scrub also got a piece of it. Chassette sending it down to Pesci. Pesci right back up to Chassette. Scrub downfield. Going for the hit. Barry off the backboard. Fruity needed to get the hit. Chance for Pesci, but Pesci didn't put the shot on target.
That was their chance to tie up the game.
Now Chassette will take over, gets full boost. Barry wrapping around. Fruity denies the play. And now Chassette getting challenged by Scrub. Fruity getting the clear. Barry going for his center, but nobody in the middle. Farah hits it downfield. Pesci back to the sidelines. Fruity bullying it through. Scrub gets a touch. Farah right back into the Vitality half. Vitality can't get anything going on the attack.
They have a single shot this game.
And there's a minute left in the game, so they've had plenty of time to make something happen. Just haven't managed to do it. Farah gets challenged by Scrub, going for a double tap, but that misses. And now Ferry was the last line of defense, got that save. Now chance for Scrub.
PG's playing a little bit more passive. Look at all the room right now that Vitality has. Oh, but they didn't have the follow-up there from the challenge.
Time running out. Final 30 seconds. Can Vitality get one on the board? Chassette almost got it second there. Scrub with the dribble. Challenged by Fruity. Fruity keeping this ball in the Vitality half. A pinch from Ferry sends it into the middle. Pesci with a pass attempt to Scrub, but that's cut away by Chassette. And now Farah, the challenge. Scrub does get a good first hit, but Chassette's there. Pass upfield. Farah cuts it off at the half. And Fairy Peak has to keep this alive. He's going for the dribble, flicks it by one, and Chassette ends the game with that touch. Game number 2 going to PSG.
There's a Gregan somewhere sweating. There's a Gregan somewhere out there having a hard time watching this. Vitality, it feels like they're just all playing individually. They're not trusting each other.
It really does seem that way, Carpet. Fairy Peak and Pesci, where were they? There is no offense. There's now 2 shutouts in a row. 10 minutes without Vitality putting one between the posts.
And I can't tell exactly where it originates, because it doesn't seem like they're really giving each other targets to pass to. And you know, that's the big difference that I see when a team feels like they're really controlling a game, but when they're not. Is if they're playing smack and chase is usually when they're not in control, but they're looking for those quick counterattacks when they can find them, looking for a mistake, trying to capitalize on that. If you are, instead of doing, you're doing more pass and shoot as opposed to smack and chase, coined right now, both of those. Put it in the community. This is Final Carpet being a genius on the spot.
You want to trademark that.
I just trademarked it right now.
You could sell the rights for nothing.
At least 10 cents. Someone will pay for it. But the fact that right now PSG are the ones that are always having somebody midfield to pass to, and it seems like Vitality are just playing defense until it seems like PSG didn't get a great touch, and then they're just slowly carrying it out with really nothing in mind.
And I mean, you even mentioned it, though, near the end of the game, PSG was giving Vitality space, but Vitality is doing nothing with it. They are doing nothing with it.
And it almost feels like they're not trusting each other. When you see Fairy Peak or Scrub Killer with a dribble down to the opponent's half, give him somewhere to pass it to. Give him a target or support him if you know he's going to get that challenge, but they're dropping back, maybe too fearful of a really hard smack, or maybe too fearful of their teammate not doing exactly what he intended, too scared to get scored on, and you're not going to score yourself.
But now this is starting to get to do or die territory for Vitality. Having to reverse sweep in a best of 7 is something you don't see very often. Scrub going in for the hit. Farah broke up the shot. Ferry trying to get that ball centered. And also keep your eyes on Vitality. They haven't put a goal in the first 2 games. They've been shut out. See when they get their first one. Fruity downfield, getting a backward pass up to Farah. Farah with the backward pass as well. Scrub will get the read. Now Chaussette challenging again. Farah with the demo. Fairy Peak will get to the ball in time. And he pops it up in the air, going for another hit. Center ball. Pesci gets to it. Good challenge from him. That was double commit. But Farah gets the ball back into the corner. A pinch from Scrub. That sends the ball flying. Now Farah leaves the ball for Chaussette in the corner.
Now Vitality tightening things up a little bit. Going for the horizontal passes. Working together, but again, now he's got Scrub Killer behind him. There it is. Pesci had support that time.
Pesci looked like he wanted to go for a double tap, but just wasn't happening. Now Ferry, that one, a scary ball across the midfield, or across the middle of the net. Now Farah. Fruity with the challenge. Chaussette up the sidewall, beats Ferry to the ball. Backward pass, it's bouncing down. Pesci downfield, right to Farah, and Farah is going to say, thank you very much, Pesci, and he catches it in for a goal.
When it felt like they were shaking off their limbs, waking up a little bit, that is how Vitality lets the first goal of this game in. Pesci on a weak defensive touch with no one behind him to support. Again, where are Vitality supporting each other? And at the same time, also, Pesci, what was that touch?
And this is where the panic could set in. Giving up a goal like that, and game number 3. How will Vitality respond? The shot from Ferry blocked by Farah. Well placed, but didn't have enough pace on it. And Fruity gets it by. Ferry, the last defender, takes control. And now Farah missing that ball there. Scrub and Ferry both up on the attack. Scrub launches it across the field. Fruity challenging Chaussette. Over to Fruity. In the corner, Fruity goes for the wrap. Now Chaussette with a shot. That one's saved by Ferry.
The Ferry to chase that alone. He's got 2 behind him.
Going for the double tap. Farah got a piece of it to break up the play.
So many solo plays. Now Scrub's up all alone. He gets a bump on Chaussette. He's got no support again.
And the captain, Farah, for PSG, just having a game right now. A very good game, actually.
He's playing a game.
He is playing a game. I realized when I said that obviously. So PSG, now under 2 minutes left to go in game 3, and they hold the lead.
And they hold the shutout right now. Vitality has not scored this series.
It's been pure domination from a defensive standpoint for PSG, and a double commit there for Vitality. A great clear for Fruity. Chaussette puts a weak shot in net, but Pesci is able to get that hit.
But it made them use so much boost. Only one of them has over 50 right now on Vitality.
And Fruity got the bump on Scrub and was able to get the boost steal. What a play.
This is actually great place for Vitality. Scrub trying the solo play.
All right, Pesci up to Ferry. This could be the chance. Double tap chance, but Ferry actually got bumped. And his double tap play was denied. Fruity Puts a ball in towards net, blocked by Ferry. Scrub up on the side, clearing it downfield right to Farah, who pops it up. Ferry's going to have to get this off the backboard, clears it off to the side. Pesci's waiting. Hard clear into the middle. Scrub got beat to the ball. Chance for Farah. Just has to beat Ferry, and he does! And PSG extend the lead in the final minute.
2-0. 0-0. That's 3 zeros right now. Technically, if this game ends without Vitality securing a single goal. James, what are you seeing out of them?
This is just precision play from PSG. Perfect rotations, very few double commits, and capitalizing on the mistakes of their opponents. PSG, they are looking in form.
The biggest difference I see between these two are PSG, they're supporting each other. They're trusting in the touches they're making. They clearly have some sort of system on
They're
defense.
hitting the ball to each other.
Yeah.
You're not seeing a lot of that from Vitality. Even there, Farah puts it in a spot where Chaussette can make the play, whereas Vitality, again, you see them, they're just trying to hit the ball downfield most of the time.
Yep.
In the final 10 seconds, Farah getting denied by Pesci, or Farah denying Pesci, rather. Time ticking away. And as soon as that ball touches, we'll see if Vitality can end their scoreless streak. Chaussette keeps it in the air. Scrub has stopped playing. And Chaussette gets the ball to the ground. PSG, 3 games in a row, have shut out Vitality. Just one more game, and they will be on their way to Las Vegas.
Now, I know my perspective has been a lot of what is Vitality not doing right, and I definitely want to kind of apologize to myself, yourself. I still want to talk about how great PSG is playing, but I think it's because I'm holding Vitality right now up to a high standard. A, they've got Gibbs' support. He puts them
They
at
have
the
the
number
entire
1, number 2.
desk. He said they were the second best team in Europe.
And this is just not quality Rocket League that they're playing. They're not playing as a team. But PSG, man, can you point out a single mistake they've made?
There has been very few mistakes they've made. Honestly, there was one where I think Chaussette missed a backboard hit and the ball was out into the middle. Fruity also needed to touch a ball to prevent a shot from coming on target that he failed to do in this entire. But overall, but even still, in those situations, Vitality didn't punish.
Yeah.
Vitality has not capitalized on the opportunities they've been given, whereas PSG has probably had less. I mean, they've been given a few goals on a platter from Pesci, like the one Pesci hit right into the middle for Farah, but they are taking advantage of every mistake that Vitality makes, and they are just playing good, old-fashioned, clean Rocket League.
And you know their defense is clean is because you really haven't seen panic. Yes, we've seen a defensive mistake. Yes, we've seen an opportunity that really should have gone in favor of Vitality. But how long did that moment last? The one shot.
Yeah.
It was not even
can you imagine being Vitality? You can't score for the life of you, and Chaussette is making saves like he did this series, where Fairy Peak probably hits the ball, and he's like, finally, we get a goal. And then Chaussette makes the save, somehow.
Yeah, perfectly in the upper 90 as well. Fairy Peak had a beautiful shot, and that was really the most threatening shot that Vitality has had all series, and that's the most threatening, and they still have 0. They have not scored, and that is why I'm looking more from their perspective outside of PSG's. While PSG's playing incredibly clean, Vitality should be able to score on anybody.
And I said it once, and I'll say it again. Fruity credited Farah. Farah figured out what was going on with PSG's entire gameplay and was able to course correct. And now this PSG looks like a different squad. This PSG team was swept by Vitality in the regular season, and now they 3-0 Vitality and are just one game away. One game from going to Las Vegas. Can you imagine being Fruity? You're a sub. Bluey gets dropped. You have to fill in the final few days.
Yeah.
It might have even been hours. Who knows? And he comes in, drags PSG kicking and screaming into the playoffs, and now they have a very real chance to go and represent Europe at the World Championship.
And this is 2 players right now in their very first RLCS seasons trying to get that spot in land. So amazingly that we are going to, no matter what, again, have a brand new person that not only is it their first time here, but it's the first time even in the RLCS, which is quite a feat to be able to say you're that talented to be able to execute it. Because again, that gap is closing between all these talented players. People are getting closer to that skill ceiling. Every player that competes in Rocket League is getting better. I really want to see more from Vitality, and I'm a little bit scared that they've now tilted. We saw Scrubkill's car actually stop moving at the end of it. I'd like to hope that he was just kind of closing his eyes, taking a deep breath, letting that game end, because what's the point of fighting at that point? 0 seconds, you're down by 2 goals. I really don't want to see tilt out of them because they haven't even scored. We know they're capable of it. They legitimately had the entire analyst desk predict in heavy favor.
And they said that, this team is too good not to make land. Well, they certainly are in danger of not making land right now.
They're almost too good to score, is what it's looking like.
Yeah, and while we wait for the players right now, we're waiting for them before we start the game. We're going to take a look back at match number 1 where Weedem girls crushed Mouse to get their spot at Vegas.
Not close matches so far for these land spots. Looking like these top 4 teams.
I mean, this was such a fun series to cast. I mean, you don't say that much with sweeps. But it was so entertaining. The way Weedem girls was playing, they just picked apart Mouse.
I mean, they were bobbing and weaving. That is what we want to see out of these top skilled teams. You have to make defense. Who was it that was talking about it? Defense in Rocket League. Everyone's getting so
It was Garrett.
great.
Garrett said that, traditionally NRG, and shout out to Subin, because Subin told me the same thing, and then I heard it out of Garrett's mouth, so I knew it was true. He said,
sorry, Subin. You're not qualified enough.
But he also picked Pesci for MVP. But anyway, Garrett was saying that NRG was all about the solo plays. Like, they didn't have much of a passing game. They were just so good individually. Garrett said the same thing himself and said that defenses have gotten so much better that solo plays just don't work anymore. You have to be a good team passing play. And Weedem girls, I mean, they had it all. They had solo plays from iGnite and incredible passing plays as a team. They were the complete package.
And this is why positioning is so important, and this is what made Mouse's game so tough. Because I'm gonna use the phrase positional efficiency. What I mean by that is that at any given point, that whatever position you're in a great one. Weedem girls now qualified for land. They're gonna play against Flipside.
And this bracket shaping up to be pretty interesting right now. Did not expect PSG to be in the situation they're in. Obviously, Weedem girls, they were a favorite coming into this one, and Weedem girls will be facing off against Flipside Tactics. That'll actually be the next match after this one. But RENAULT Vitality and PSG still fighting it out, but it is looking grim for Vitality.
They have a single game now to put themselves into land. And just to kind of touch on the subject, and maybe you can join me in on this, James, if every ounce of boost you have to use and that's not going towards something good is a waste.
Yes.
Especially when you're trying to overwhelm a defense.
Mm-hmm. And you see so many players now who will just have a tank of boost, but if they're falling, they'll just let it sit.
Yeah.
Because boost is such a precious resource. But now Vitality have gone 15 minutes without putting a goal in the back of the net. Will that drought end? And can they get back into this series? Chassette almost with the dish.
They're keeping up the aggression. Fruity just chasing it, challenging it. Fair's there to support. Chassette's with him.
And Scrub, again, clearing it downfield. But PSG takes possession right back. Pesci off to the side. A demo on Fairy Peak. Chassette going for the 50-50, and he bullies it through. PSG get out to an early lead.
Already in the lead of what could be the last game of this series. Chassette, Scrub Killer did not make contact, and even so, the angle he was challenging from was dangerous. Had Chassette taken the wider side, he still would have pushed it past Scrub.
And this was unexpected. I mean, I was expecting it to be a close series. I was wrong. Right now, PSG have been dominating. And now, time ticking away. This is RENAULT Vitality's last life. Fruity, upfield, going for another touch. Pesci hits it back to Chassette. Ferry, taking over. But Chassette with the challenge. Farah right behind him, going for a challenge as well. Fruity up in the air. Farah just backs out. Double commit. Ferry actually hits Pesci in the air.
It almost feels like they're not communicating anymore.
Panic, perhaps. Still setting in. for Vitality. Pesci going for a dribble play. Ferry's right there, Scrub in the middle, waiting for a touch. He gets it. The backboard pass going for another hit, but Scrub is just not able to get the touch, and nobody from Vitality was able to follow up.
Scrub ran out of boost on the way up for that, but he bought a team so much time, and they got so creative in the corner. They really dismantled two of the PSG players.
And there's the infield pass, but Chaussette gets in the way. A miss there, chance for Ferry, and he finally gets one in for Vitality. The first goal of the series.
17 minutes they didn't score for. 17 minutes, and they finally get their first goal. Is this the beginning of a very long and grueling turnaround for Vitality?
It has to be if they want to punch their ticket to Vegas. We'll see how PSG responds. Scrub, the backflip up in the air. Farah off to the corner, centers it. Scrub lets it go across his net, gets it by one, gets the center. Off the corner, chance for Scrub. Scrub with the shot, that one's gonna be wide. And now a pinch it, ball out into the middle. Chaussette has some time. Goes for the dunk, Scrub. Keeps that out of net, but Farah with the shot, it goes low. Follow up from Fruity, a save from Scrub.
How much longer can Scrub pull this off?
Heroic defense there from Vitality. And that keeps the score even. Scrub going for the pinch off the wall, but that one was turned aside by Fruity. Follow up from Ferry. Chaussette upfield to Farah. Farah off the backboard. A miss from Pesci. Ball bouncing out into the middle. Farah, or Fruity rather, trying to get that backboard hit. So Vitality getting away with one there. Ferry trying to force it past the defense. Fruity gets the clear. Scrub with the touch. Now up the side, gets the ball centered to Ferry. The shot gonna be wide. Pesci with the follow-up, but Farah was in net. Farah flipping towards this one. Looks like he doesn't have much boost, but Fruity's gonna be able to take possession over that hit from Ferry.
Vitality getting a little bit more consistent now. Trying for the solo plays, moving the defense around even by that. And
on a chance for Pesci, but he turned that one aside. And you said it, Carpet. Vitality starting to get their momentum, and a save! Farah and Fruity both combining to push that ball out of net. Now Chaussette challenging Scrub, gets a key hit. Fruity pops it up. Fruity turns, but Pesci got there in time. 1 minute remaining. Vitality need one more to keep their hopes alive. Ball into the middle for Fruity. Fruity off the ceiling, ball bouncing down. Scrub has to go for the hit.
He had to use so much boost for that. That means he's running low.
Ferry missed the hit. Chaussette, an open net. He misses, but Fruity comes up clutch for PSG.
Chaussette was going to beat himself up for that, but Fruity from an angle that is difficult for anyone keeps the power, keeps it high. 41 seconds left. PSG, will they get the sweep?
Can they do it on the back of a sub-turned starter? Now Scrub, the shot finds its mark. Vitality equalize.
Scrub killer. It looked like he might have been a little bit nervous. Chaussette going up for that. He tried to get the second one. So difficult. Scrub getting high as quickly as he can. 30 seconds left. Tie game.
And a huge play from the rookie. Double demos coming out. Pesci on Chaussette. Vitality refusing to give up. Farah with the chance, but Scrub in net has been tough to beat. And Scrub again forcing this ball wide. Fruity, the shot towards net. Blocked by Farah. Chance for PSG. Fruity with the center. Nobody home. Counterattack opportunity. Scrub on the wall. Chaussette hits it out. Ferry's going to keep it up. No, it goes to overtime. Vitality's life on the line. PSG 1 goal away from Las Vegas. Fruity trying to force the ball downfield. Pesci off the backboard. Chaussette gets the read. And he'll touch that to safety. Center ball. Pesci downfield. Ferry back flipping for it, but he missed. In the air, Scrub hits it off to the side. Fruity's waiting for it. Ball bouncing down. Fruity gets another touch, but Ferry was in net.
Bumps Pesci as well, so Scrub had to take his spot.
Scrub trying to pass it down. Chance for Ferry. That one's going to be going high. And Fruity challenging Pesci. Scrub up, takes the shot. That's high. Pesci with the follow-up. It's wide. Farah got the save. And now Chassette gets it by Ferry. Scrub in the corner. Scrub taking possession. What's he going to do here? Goes for the center ball to Pesci, but again, blocked. Double commit, however. The demo, net's wide open. The weak shot, and Fruity gets back in time. Chassette hits it downfield. Some confusion by Scrub and Pesci there. Chassette going for the clear.
You can tell PSG feel the pressure right now. Giving a lot more space to Vitality. And Vitality really trying to use those individual mechanics to push through. Opportunity for PSG.
But one mistake from Vitality could be the end of their season. It's all on the line right now. Ferry going for the center. Fruity in net, clears it off to the side. Scrub gets challenged by Fruity. Ball up across field. Chassette in the air. And it looks like he got the flip reset up the ball and just left it alone. Now Fruity, center ball. Pesci's gonna have it. Gets it to Scrub. Scrub going for the backboard play, but Farah denies it. Pesci couldn't center that to Ferry, but Ferry's on the tail. Chassette going for the shot, perhaps. No, just going for the dunk. Ball out into the middle for Fruity, but Fruity wasn't able to get the hit. Double miss there. Farah gets the bump on Scrub, but Scrub already got the clear. Chassette drops it down. Ferry's there. Passed that over, but Scrub wasn't in position.
I think Scrub may have gotten bumped again. Some physical play from PSG to keep their defense a little bit safer.
And here's where your rotations are tested in overtime when nobody wants to make that mistake. Pesci. Oh, it looked like a double commit, but Chassette laid off for Farah. Farah getting demoed right there by Scrub. Fruity. A hit over to Farah.
He was already waiting for a pass.
Chassette challenging. Going for another hit here. Goes for the air dribble. Key touch from Farah. Gives PSG possession still. A pass over to Fruity. Fruity isn't able to take the shot. Pesci got a piece of it.
Ferry Peak has to get this, and it has to be a clean touch. There it is to the corner. Chassette, he beats Scrub.
Oh, that ball bouncing in a dangerous spot. Pesci hits it into the corner.
They're throwing the ball away. They're
the
panicking.
Shot from Farah. Scrub turning it aside. Chassette in the middle. A demo. 2v3 for the meantime.
A much needed clear from Scrub Killer.
That miss hit. Oh, it looked like Fruity might have set up Vitality for a goal, but he recovers. Now Fruity in the corner up against Ferry. Scrub comes in to help. Scrub, the double tap. That one would have been an impossible angle. Off the post and in. Vitality stay alive.
A grueling 3.5-minute overtime, and a single goal will keep Vitality in this series. It's literally all 3 goals they've scored this series in this single game. And one of them, they had to fight for 3.5 minutes to get it.
Oh my. Pesci, he has been an overtime goal scorer, a 0-second goal scorer for Vitality this season. He could not make that true again at a better time. Wow.
I mean, that's where I noticed PSG started to feel the pressure. That's where they let Vitality have a little bit more room to breathe, and it let Vitality do what they were comfortable with. You had Scrub Killer and Ferry Peak doing the solo plays that they know they're capable of, getting that 1 beat, 2 beat, making sure they got the challenge and then supporting each other from there. It might not be always looking for that midfield pass, but they're still gaining ground when they need to. But PSG, they weren't suffocating as much as they were in the previous games.
Wow. 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 That's all I can say. Chat Disable.
A-tier analysis.
But Vitality, they were shut out 3 games in a row. I thought this was it for them, especially after Fruity put that goal in. But really, Scrub Killer had an insane game. 100% goal participation from him. 730 points. The next highest was Pesci with 465. But Scrub, a goal, 2 assists, multiple saves. And that goal in a huge moment, 30 seconds left on the clock, hitting that perfect shot in the upper 90. If Vitality somehow can make this happen.
I mean, there's no room to breathe, James. There is legitimately no room to breathe. They have to win 3 in a row from here.
It's going to be a tough one, but only 2 to get back even. And at that point, they'd have all the momentum. Ball down into the middle. Farah got denied by PSG, who had a very big save right there early in game number 5. Ball back into the corner. Scrub going for the hit. Fruity takes over. Fruity pops it by PSG, but Ferry hits it into the corner. PSG got a bump, or a doink there as well. Scrub on the wall. PSG. Now Farah, long clear. Ferry off the ceiling. It's going to be bouncing down. Chassette hits it off to the side. Scrub is there. Fruity trying to get it by. Scrub got the boost steal. Then thought about challenging, but thought better of it. Now Farah on the counterattack. Ferry pops it up. Fruity beats PSG to the ball. But Scrub hits it downfield. Now Fruity denying Ferry, or trying to deny Ferry the shot, but Ferry putting PSG in a dangerous situation. They still managed to get out of it alive.
As close as it gets, and they retreat back to defense, but a demolition on Apache forces these 2 players to very big, almost the impossible angle on his own net.
But so far, this series turning out to be a neck-and-neck one after the last game. But PSG could break it wide open here with a goal. Pashi forcing it through. The Chassette in the mid, hits it off the ceiling. Scrub needs to make the play. He does get the hit, but Fruity was in the middle waiting. Chassette, the shot, that one turned aside easily by Ferry. Farah now trying to center it, but Scrub gets it to Ferry. Ferry clears it downfield. A miss there, shot from Pashi. Ball popped up. Chassette air dribbling it out. A good block from Scrub. Chance for Ferry, but Fruity is able to get it out of the zone. Ferry with some time. Now Chassette on the back wall. Scrub going for the backward pass. Farah, can he have the read? He does, but it pops up into the middle.
Double commit.
Pashi with the ceiling hit. Wasn't able to follow it up. Now Ferry going for a high-speed play. Scrub off the backboard. And you see a lot of that backboard attempt. Vitality just trying to slam this off the PSG backboard, and it's not working.
But it is working to make sure that PSG aren't really clearing it out very well from them. They're just smacking it, giving up possession again. While it's not giving great offensive opportunity for Vitality, it is stopping PSG from gaining control in their half.
But goals are the name of the game. And we might see one there. Farah getting blocked by Ferry. Now Scrub on the back wall. Hits it all the way into the blue half.
Great touch by Farah.
Scrub racing towards it. Fruity gets to the ball first. Fruity with the center. Scrub, the last player back. Challenged by Chassette. Chassette, a pass off the wall. Farah was not expecting it. And now Fruity, the last player back. Beats Ferry with a great play. And then the shot turned aside by Pashi, but PSG on the attack. Center ball. Ferry Peak recovers.
It was a great read by Ferry as well. Cutting off that pass at the source.
And now dangerous ball. The dunk from Pashi. And PSG had confusion on defense. Vitality capitalizes.
A couple of more miscommunication moments here for PSG. One on offense and now another on defense. No one really sure who was going to go for that. Pashi flinging his car at the play. Got the dunk that he needed.
And now approaching that final minute of gameplay. Another demo by Scrub. Vitality trying to give PSG a taste of their own medicine. Trying to go for this shutout. Long clear downfield. Ferry hits it up to Pashi, but Chassette with speed, going for another hit. But Ferry is able to get that ball in a safe spot. Pashi pops it up for Scrub. Scrub going for the demo perhaps, and then, oh, it looked like Ferry was going to clean up a goal, but somehow Ferry kept it out. Chassette, downfield, Farah with a pop, going for the double. Denied. Fruity, ball centered. Pashi and Ferry both going for it. Chance for Fruity. Fruity, the double tap that one going wide. That was almost an insane shot from Fruity. Now Fruity, the challenge, final 10 seconds. Chassette to the middle of the field. Chassette getting challenged by Scrub there, time running out. And PSG going for a 0-second goal, but it stays up. And the ball finally touching the ground. Vitality back-to-back wins, this time shutting out PSG.
You know, this is going to be slow and it's going to be tough, but Vitality have started it. And here's something interesting, James. There have been 2 best-of-7 reverse sweeps ever. PSG 90's been involved in one of them, and it was against PSG.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Did he win or lose?
He won. That was the stat. Why would I bring up the stat if you lost?
I don't know.
Why would I bring up? You
never know.
A fair question. You know, I better be clear. Yes, he won the reverse sweep. One of the.
You just said involved.
Yeah, he was involved,
you know,
in the reverse sweeping.
Yeah, that means you could lose too.
Vitality looking for a reverse sweep, ladies and gentlemen.
And they're on the way to making it happen. 2 back-to-back games after they looked dismal.
Yep.
In the first 3 games, now winning 2 back-to-back.
Definitely, I'm sure. Gregan wiping the sweat off his forehead. He's feeling a little bit better.
I don't think so yet. I mean, yeah, he's feeling a little bit better.
But
he's still sweating.
Oh, the pits are still a mess.
Yeah, he's
but
still
the forehead's
sweating.
getting drier at least. PSG seem to be feeling the pressure. Now they know they're this close, and they're really not playing the same way. It's not bad, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
We finally
the only difference in that game was that one mistake.
Yeah.
Had they gotten that clear, had they had been a little bit more organized on defense, that ball would have not gone on in. PSG wouldn't have gotten the goal.
And we hadn't seen almost no mistakes those first 3 games. So PSG faltering a little bit. They've still got some padding.
But this is still match point. PSG can close it out right here with a win. Fruity off into the corner. PSG with the challenge. Farah. And you see Chassette just getting bullied by PSG. Scrub with the 50-50. He's just refusing to let that ball go anywhere else other than forward.
Pass a little bit dangerous. Fruity beat Scrub to that.
And that's, again, Ferry and PSG double committing. We've seen them do that a few times this series. Now off the ceiling, straight down, and Chassette sacrifices his life for the team in the goal.
Sometimes you just fling this up there and wonder, are they gonna do it? Fairy Peak ran out of boost on his way to that challenge. That means the moment he jumps for that, his team, they subconsciously know they're called off. Fairy's got this. He ran out of boost on the way up, it dropped straight down.
And it looked like Chassette was also low on boost, if not absolutely empty, flipping towards it.
The great sacrifice.
It was worth. You'll respawn 3 seconds later, you're fine. And just like that, PSG out to an early lead. Can they keep it? Chassette with the bump on Scrub. Ferry passing to himself off the ceiling, now into the middle. PSG leaves that for Farah. Farah off the ceiling, down into the middle. Scrub drops it down to Ferry, but Farah gets in the way.
That was great because they just forced Scrub to use a whole lot of boost for that challenge. He's got 16 and he's on the wall trying to grab the corner, but that gives time for Farah.
And great challenges by Farah here, buying some time. Chassette also challenging Scrub. He's going to leave that for Ferry. Ferry with a strong hit. That's going to go off the backboard. Still in danger. Farah accidentally hit that backwards.
Great touch from Chassette.
Pass to PSG in the middle, and Farah with the save, but Ferry finishes it off. Vitality tie it up.
I don't think they're going to care how they get this, but Vitality fight tooth and nail to push this one in. The save from Farah, with Fairy Peak staying as close as he can to follow up.
And that whole play started when Farah accidentally hit that back off his own backboard.
Yeah.
It could have been a different situation for PSG, but another slight defensive mistake gives Vitality room to get the goal. And Scrub almost getting that top 5 play there. Ball out in front of the net for PSG, but no Vitality member there to punch it in.
A little too out of reach of Chassette, but Farah will find no challenge here. All 3 players from Vitality sitting on the goal line.
PSG now coming off the sidewall. Backboard pass, Scrub didn't get the read. Ferry floating one on target, but Fruity was able to get that one pushed aside. Fruity downfield. Farah is going to challenge. Fruity has to turn around. A beautiful play from Scrub. A demo by Farah on Pesci. Fruity popping it downfield in a dunk. Scrub trying to get this off to the side. Chassette with a pinch. Pesci was waiting in net for it. Now Fruity down. Barry up the side. And now Pesci just lofting it into the PSG half. The challenge off the ceiling, a chance. Scrub with a first touch. Centers it out to Pesci. Pesci off the backboard. Fruity will get back in time. And now hits it off to the side. Scrub taking over it in the midfield. Ceiling shot opportunity. Goes for the shot low. But Farah got the save. Just that. Oh, having a half flip.
A little bit threatening there. And Vitality, they've got a lot of creative plays, some good mechanical execution, but PSG, they've cleaned up that communication that we saw that faltered a few times last game.
And ever since game 4, these teams have been playing so close. Right now, Vitality still on their final life. PSG can close out the series with a win here. And with that last World Championship spot on the line, you know they're feeling the pressure.
Who beat? Oh, Chassette needed that touch to try and put Pesci in a bad spot.
Ferry hitting it downfield. Farah
Fruity's up.
Right back. Farah for the dunk, or Fruity for the dunk rather. Farah now at the midfield. Oh, he hits it right to Scrub. Ferry.
He needed to interrupt that. That was nicely played by Farah.
We're under a minute left to go. Still tied. Farah, a weak shot. Scrub will hit that over to the side. Chassette, perhaps a chance. Goes for another touch. Pesci, a long clear downfield. And Farah touches it, goes for the flick, gets it by Ferry. Scrub also not in the greatest position. Fruity will get to the ball first. Another touch, perhaps no. Pesci gets the hit. Now going for the backward pass. Chassette gets the clear off to the side. Chassette again chasing this ball down. Going for the pass out into the middle. Gets it to Farah. Farah just high. Final 10 seconds.
Fruity gets the challenge. Does he get one more touch? No, it drops straight into the middle. Scrub and Pesci with the passing play.
Can Pesci do it? He keeps it alive. Ferry with the final shot, passes it to Scrub, but a save denies it. We're going into overtime yet again. Vitality cannot lose this. PSG 1 goal away from Las Vegas.
Is that it?
No, it's not. And now a chance for Chassette. Ball up in the air.
Up.
Fruity.
He keeps it away from the defense. Doesn't want the hard clear. Doesn't want to overcommit this early. Farah with the challenge.
Pesci with the clear downfield. Fruity in the corner. Steals the boost. The demo. Gearing up for the attack. Chance for Farah. But he's just too far out of the play. Goes for the dribble. Now hitting it over to Fruity. Fruity getting challenged by Ferry.
Oh my God, everyone from Vitality under 20 boost 2 finally grab some. All 3 get boost now.
Farah's up and Scrub gets a huge hit. Does that relieve enough pressure? He has no boost. We'll have to rush back. Fruity. Now Chassette off the ceiling. Scrub gets the ball hit downfield. But Chassette off to the side. So much pressure must be on these teams. Vitality know if they let one in, they're going home. And PSG just need one more. Fruity off the sidewall. Ferry, the ball bouncing out into the middle. Chassette has time, goes for the clear. And now a double commit, but Fruity gets back to the ground. Ferry peek into the corner. Now Fruity. Chassette with the challenge. Farah, center ball. Fruity can't get to it in time, but he does get the challenge. Ball bouncing out into the mid, double commit, but it does get hit downfield.
All 3 players from Vitality up. Scrub, last man back.
Center ball.
Challenge.
Pesci breaks up the hit, but Chassette passing it off. Now Fruity over to Farah. Farah, the center ball. Dangerous across net, but Fruity couldn't get there to the demo. Chassette, the shot! That one's just high!
And the bump to Farah, but Scrub doesn't get control.
Now Fruity into the corner. You could cut the tension with a knife.
I'm physically uncomfortable. PSG the pass back, beautiful.
Scrub. Now, ball out to the middle. PSG off the ceiling, drops it down. Fruity. A chance for Scrub, open net, but Fruity gets back in time. Chassette
gets it around one.
flicks it by. Can he get control? Going for another flick, but Scrub is there.
He played patient and it worked, but Farah beat him to that next touch.
All the
bounces.
misses. Vitality now scrambling on defense. Scrub trying to get this clear.
PSG needing to pick up boost in the corner, so he's not here to support a team.
Off center, back to Chassette, and Chassette crossbar and bounces high. So close. That one could have been it. Again, PSG on the attack. The dunk, going for a chance again, but Chassette turns that ball aside. Now Farah. A chance for Ferry out into the middle. Going for the air dribble play, but Farah hits it off to the side.
Fruity needs to clear this. He doesn't. PSG gets the hit, but it hits the corner.
Seasons on the line for Vitality right here. Ferry going for a second touch, but Chassette with the challenge. PSG, a good first touch. He's demoed. Scrub taking over. Scrub with the center ball. Chassette lets it go across net. 4 minutes of overtime, a chance, but Fruity denies PSG the shot. Oh my, carpet.
Oh my, indeed. 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And Fruity dropped it. Weak touch from Ferry.
Farah getting back, has to turn on this. PSG almost pushing that through.
Fruity up to Farah. No one challenges. Scrub gets a touch, but it's not great. Fruity beats out Ferry Peak.
The ball into the corner. PSG clearing it downfield. Fruity is going to leave this one for Chassette.
So much respect from both of these teams, just trading possessions.
You can't imagine the pressure they're feeling right now. Fruity
took the boost.
And now Chassette turns on it. Ferry with the pass into the middle. Fruity clears it downfield. Fruity trying to force this ball through. Scrub and Ferry both double committing.
That's a bad touch. Scrub has to get one more. Farah and Chassette both went up. That leaves one defender.
Numbers advantage for Vitality. PSG couldn't get the bump, and Fruity makes the save. We've surpassed 5 minutes of overtime.
3-on-1, and Fruity still gets the save.
You don't play for stakes much higher than this.
Double commit.
Chassette popping that one up. Ferry off to the side. Fruity with some time. PSG downfield. Farah puts it back down. Dangerous ball, but a miss.
Big miss.
Chance for Farah. Farah, a weak shot turned aside. Chassette with the challenge. Off the ceiling. Fruity's up. And Scrub gets a piece of it. Chassette over to Farah. Farah leaves it. Chassette gets possession. The ball out to the middle. PSG, this could be a sprint. Scrub racing to it, trying to get to it before Farah. Farah gets a touch.
Chassette almost got another. That demolition on a PSG gives PSG so much time. Over 6 minutes. Farah's got control. He gets the pass.
Fruity!
Fruity!
And now counterattack opportunity. Scrub racing towards the shot, blocked by Chassette.
Demolition!
Farah with boost. PSG hits it out into the middle. Fruity, that shot off the backboard to Demo. Farah, he hits it, and PSG is going to Las Vegas.
In a major upset, they take out Vitality, nearly getting the sweep, and Vitality fought for it. They took 2 back, but in a 6.5-minute overtime, PSG Fruity
oh my God.
the massive play, getting the challenge, getting the demolition.